One day in class, a student who used to sit in a desk next to you has disappeared. He's absent, and everyone in the hallway is crying, and you start to wonder why. This is one of the far too common outcomes of teenage depression. Through research, I found that health and psychiatry websites have a good amount of information on the serious issue that negatively affects our teenagers in our society today. Teenagers suffering through depression, which has resulted in deaths. Depression carries a high risk of suicide, which has been the 10th leading cause of death in the U.S. according to WebMD.com. Let's talk about some of the causes of depression and why people fall into it, along with some consequences and outcomes of being in depression. Teenagers fall into depression because of numerous reasons. They are dealing with negatively impacting issues such as self-esteem, low obesity, peer problems, long-term bullying, and academic problems. Some have been the victim or witness of violence around in their surroundings. Others might have certain personality traits such as low self-esteem or being overly critical, dependent, or pessimistic. Some people fall into depression because of their underlying conditions. They might have other conditions such as anxiety disorder, anorexia or bulimia, ADHD, or learning disabilities. Some might have chronic medical illnesses such as cancer, diabetes, or asthma. According to the article, Depression and Comorbid Chronic Illnesses in Family Practice published in 2013 by Farhan Barghouti, the illness may affect a person's mobility and independence and change the way a person lives, sees himself, herself, or relate to others. For these reasons, a certain amount of despair and sadness is normal. In some cases, a chronic illness may actually cause depression. The consequences and outcome of being in depression varies. Some people feel agitated, some feel anxious, and others might want to cry because they have given up on life. Others experience a major difference in their appetite, such as a low appetite or a gain of appetite. Some might have suicidal thoughts because of feelings of sadness and hopelessness. According to the article, depressive episodes with suicide attempts in severe depression published in 2010 by Louise Bradwick, 90% of all people who die by suicide have a diagnosable psychiatric disorder at the time of their death. Let's watch a video about what depression is and how it affects us by IllumiStream Health. Okay, now there's numerous solutions for people to prevent or overcome depression. One way to overcome depression is through different therapies. There is a psychotherapy, a talk therapy, interpersonal therapy, which helps an individual cope with social and interpersonal relationships, and a cognitive behavioral therapy, which changes the way an individual thinks about issues. According to APA.org, many students support the idea that therapy can be a powerful treatment for depression. You learn ways to talk to other people about your condition. This is a good solution as it would allow individuals to express themselves easily to others. Another solution is to have effective skills to cope with depression. If an individual had health coping skills such as consuming a healthy diet, getting adequate sleep, participating in regular exercises, this would reduce the amount of depression a person suffers through. Also, having skills in emotion regulation would help an individual feel less worse at times. The best method would involve having a high self-esteem to prevent depression. Visualizing success in his daily tasks would keep a person happier more often than not by making him feel accomplished in life. Being optimistic rather than pessimistic gives an individual positive thinking, which would help in keeping a healthy lifestyle. So although this is a growing problem in our today's society, there are many acceptable solutions to this problem to either overcome it or prevent it. There are many people who suffer depression caused by a large range of factors and are left untreated if they are unaware of the numerous solutions to prevent or overcome this illness. Remember, if you are suffering through depression, or if you know anyone who is, consult your MD or call the crisis call center before you or your family has to pay the price for this worsened illness.